Hello, brother Nashi. How are you? Please post my story. Is anonymous. I have my confession that I wish to share with you. I recently came across your channel. Please post my story. It was in the year 2009. I was working as a senior nurse at a government hospital. I won't mention the name of that hospital, but it is somewhere here in Cape Town. I was someone that was a respected woman, always participating in church. It is not each and everyone that you see going to church that has a good heart. It is not everyone that you see doing good in the community, doing good stuff that has a good heart. Some of us, we were doing things for the kingdom of darkness. I was being given money by a satanic man. The same money that was being given to me, I would even give it to the poor. I raised my family by working, of course, as a nurse, but to sustain my salary, I was getting money from all of these satanic guys. And it started when I was dating this other man. So, working as a nurse, the amount of money that I was getting as a single mom, it was not that much because I was also the breadwinner in the family from where I do come from. And that was when I decided to date another guy. So then I started dating a man that was a foreigner. I had one of my cousin who had dated a foreign guy for a very long time, and I saw how her life had been transformed financially. The guy was always there for her, unlike her previous baby daddy, who was the one that was asking and begging for my cousin's sister to give her money. And then I decided to find a foreign guy for myself. I was thinking about dating a man that might be from DRC, but then I started dating a man that was from Malawi. This man had came to my mother's house. My mother, she had a spaza shop, so there were times when I would be the one that would be selling inside of my mom's shop. So this Malawian man, he came and he was buying some things, and then he gave me some money and he said that you can take that money. So that is how we started dating. So this man that I was dating, he was someone that had a nice job. He was doing construction, so he had people that were working for him. We could spend the entire day together, going on picnic dates. It was just amazing. It made me to feel very young again. He was a brother of a sangoma who was operating his shrine in the suburbs. That was where his shrine was at. And when I heard about this sangoma, I never knew that we would end up doing business together. One day when we had gone to his house just to visit, that was when he came to me with a business proposal. He said that I was supposed to assist him because some of the money that I was being given by my Malawian boyfriend, it was the money that was coming from the shrine. That was when I knew that in order for them to have so much money like the way that they had, it was because of the people that came to the shrine. He told me that anyone that came to the shrine, they made him or her to pay money which was not less than 1,000. And per day, he told me that he could see more than 30 people. That is how much power this man had. And he told me that he wanted me to assist him. I said, how much are you going to give to me? This was in 2009, end of 2009. Being told that you're going to be given at least 12K if I was going to agree to something that I did not know what it was going to be about. I just said yes because I needed that money. I started to calculate and I said, with my salary that I am getting from working as a nurse, and then if I mix it with this money that I'm going to be given by my brother-in-law at the end of the month or after each and every 2 weeks, I can do something good with my own life. So he then sat with me down in his shrine. Even his wife was there, and he said, sister-in-law. And I said, yes. He then said to me, I am losing my power. And I asked him how so. He then told me that when he came to South Africa, he was just a herbalist, but there was no one that came to his shrine as a herbalist because people, they want something that can help you to make money as quickly as possible. But the challenge that he had was that he was a man that only knew how to help people with several diseases, and it was taking a long time for him to make a real good money. So he would go to work then over the weekends. That was when he would be assisting people. By then, he told me that he was staying in the locations. His breakthrough came when he returned back to Malawi and he approached another sangoma who gave him some spiritual powers, part of his spiritual powers that he was using at his shrine, so that he can be able to cure people and to make people to have money, like your magic money and those short boys that can help you to steal money from people. And in order for him to have that power, he had to sacrifice one of his child. He told me that from his first marriage, he had a child that had a disability, and he sacrificed in a blood sacrifice, and then he went on top of the grave of his late son, and then he took the soil, he bathed himself with that soil. So in order for clients, rich clients, to keep on coming back, he was supposed to perform another blood sacrifice. So he had since returned back to Malawi years before I had met him, and he had been told about the pending blood sacrifice, and if he did not do it, he was going to start losing customers. And that was when I came into the picture as a nurse. He said that he had a job that he wanted to make me to do for him, and if I could help him to give him a steady supply of newborn babies, like if I was going to help him with that, he was going to give me money, and he was going to buy for me in Isuzu Baki that I wanted. It was a double cab that I wanted, and I had been eyeing it for a long time, just that my salary was not enough. Instead, he said to me, I'm going to loan you the money. You can go and you can buy it, but you have to work for me, and I will ensure that you will never suffer in your life ever again, and your children that you are raising on your own will never even suffer. They will go to university without even taking any student loan. So I asked him what was it that I was going to do so as to assist him. Then he gave me a small clear bottle that was full of oil, and he told me that when I was on duty, if I was delivering a baby, before I helped any woman that was in my ward who wanted to deliver a baby, before I delivered any baby, I was supposed to rub that oil on my fingernails, on the tip of my fingernails. So I had to do it. He told me that I have to do this, and if I did as he had told me to do, this was going to assist him to get luck. I did not understand when he said that this was going to give him good luck, but he just said to me, no, you just need to do it. If you do it, you're going to see that at my shrine, there are a lot of people that are going to come. And yes, indeed, by then I saw that my boyfriend, he was unable to give me as much money as he used to give me before that. And I understood that indeed what he was telling me, it was the truth, that he did not have as much power as he used to. The very first day when I went to work with that bottle that was full of the oil, I was very nervous. There was a girl, she was colored like me, who was about to deliver. It was the first time. When it was time for her to deliver, I had already gotten my bottle of oil that I carried around. It was just small. And then I just took the oil and I rubbed it on my fingernails. And then I went and I delivered the baby. So once my hands touched the baby, because my hands would be the first to touch the baby, it meant that I would have taken their good luck, and this good luck will be with me, and I would go, and the sangoma would give me a towel that I was supposed to bath with. This was the towel that he used to bath with. He even told me that this was a towel that he used when he was sleeping with his wife. Gross. I had to use it to bath myself. So when I would be bathing myself, I was not supposed to throw water on my back, and I had to bath whilst I was sitting down in the tub. But bathing whilst I was sitting down, and to bath with my eyes wide open. So after bathing, this was what I was supposed to do. I had to wait for my sister-in-law, who was the sangoma's wife. He would bring in this dry towel. All the years when I worked with these people, that dry towel, it was the big ones that you used to dry yourself after you would have finished bathing. They never washed it. When you dry yourself and then you just keep it in the shower, that towel will start to smell, because the sangoma as well, he was using it after he would have finished working to bath and to dry himself with that towel. So you would just see that this thing, it is smelling too much, but I was supposed to use it. So I did this, but then actually I want to confess that from the year 2009, in late 2009 until the year 2014, I was doing this work, and there was no one who even knew that this was what I was up to. The people that I worked with, all that they knew was that I was someone that was happy about a job, and I was having a lot of money, and people just thought that by dating the Malawian guy, I was getting a lot of money from him, but they did not know that I was also stealing the good luck from the babies that I was helping to deliver. Whenever a woman would come and she would deliver whilst I was on duty, I would be so happy, because I knew that I had to go on that night when I would have delivered the baby and go to that sangoma so that I can complete the ritual, and this meant more money for me. And as for the customers, Brother Nashi, the customers that were there at his shrine, when I would drive to his shrine, I would count 10, 15 cars. Even the neighbors, they were complaining. So he had to move from the suburbs. He moved from the suburbs, then he started staying in the location, because in the wealthy neighborhood where he was staying, they were complaining that too many cars were being parked in the street. So he moved his shrine. He was still staying in the gated community, but he brought his shrine to the location. From morning until in the evening, he would be at his shrine. A lot of people would come, gangsters, drug dealers, and even those that were wealthy, that just wanted to be protected from armed robberies. They came to him so that he can assist him. He was making a lot of money. He was assisting the armed robber to find people to rob, and he was assisting those that were afraid to be robbed by the armed robbers. That is what this man was doing. This shrine, it became so popular. I even heard him saying that there was a politician that came because it was going to be election season. So this politician wanted to get some votes in the local area. So he would give them good luck. And this good luck, it did not come anyway, but it came from the good luck of the babies, because each and every child, this I did not know, that when a child is born, there is a gift that falls from heaven, the gift of good luck, so that this child can become something in life. So we would steal that good luck after they would have been given birth. So I got my car, I built a beautiful house in the location. My children went to the best universities, and they are now professionals with high paying jobs. My children, they are like a success story, but they do not know that this was what their mom did in secret. I finally retired. It was in the year 2024. I said I am old now because I have a bucket list of the places where I want to go, the things that I want to do before I die. So I am old. So I do have and I enjoy my pension. But apart from the pension, I have other businesses, because the money that I was getting, it was just too much. So I do have other businesses that I started. So even though I am at peace, people from the outside, they can see me as a woman who is at peace. But as I am getting older, there are times when I am scared of dying. Because when I think about dying, I start to imagine how exactly am I going to be facing God, knowing the things that I did, stealing the good luck that I stole from the babies that were born and I helped to deliver them, to bring them into this world. So my Malawian boyfriend and I, we had a breakdown because he wanted things that I did not want. He wanted us to go to Malawi to stay there. And I said no. By then, I had made a lot of money. I am a colored woman in her late 50s. I own several small trucks, those ones that do courier. I am into that franchise as well. I know that if I die right now, I might go to hell. But I did this because as a single mom, I thought that this was the only opportunity that I had ever gotten to be able to take care of my mother, my late mother, as well as my children, because I did not have any men to assist me in this life. And lately, I don't know if it is depression or if they are just hallucinations, because I am taking pills that I am drinking right now because I do suffer from high blood pressure, but I have been seeing things that are not there. I want to confess to my kids. I want to tell my children that this is what I did when I was still nurse. I am asking for the people of South Africa to tell me this. Can a woman like me be forgiven for the things that I did? Because I did not kill anyone using a knife. All that I did was to steal the good luck from these kids. I do not know where they are right now in life, but according to what I was told by the sangoma, when they grow older, they will be stuck in a cycle of poverty because they won't have any good luck. He said that this happens in many hospitals. There are nurses who do the same job that I was doing of stealing good luck from the newborn babies, because that is when they are at their weakest. They can't be protected after birth by their guardian angel. Your dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our DM sister. Let us try to speak with our DM sister in the comment section. Strange, strange things indeed. They do happen in this world. Can you imagine? Let us meet again in the following episode.